The formation split slot offset in College Football 25 is one of the most overpowered formations in the game. With unguardable RPOs, elite pass plays, and trick plays, this scheme will have you scoring more points and winning more games. So I'm going over how to run it. Let's get started. So again guys, we'll be in the formation split slot offset, and in this video, I'll be in the Auburn Tigers playbook, but there are other playbooks this formation is in. So here are the other playbooks this formation is in, just in case you want to run it out of other playbooks. Now this offense is built around the running back motion swing pass. And what I mean by that is that we'll have RPOs, we'll have run plays, we'll have pass plays, and even trick plays, all with this auto motion route. So before we get into the plays, one thing to always remember is that you want the two wide receiver set on the far side of the field in every single play we go over. So the first play we're going to go over is RPO Read Swing, and this is a very difficult RPO to guard. When running this RPO, you want to read the outside defenders. So if your opponent doesn't have any flats on the field, you can give the ball to the running back and the wide receivers will do a great job blocking, and you can get some easy yards and maybe even go for a one-play touchdown if the blocks are really good. So if your opponent does have flats on the field, sometimes the wide receivers won't get any good blocks, so you just want to read that. If they don't block the defender, don't press any button to give the ball to the running back for an easy run play. The other cool thing about this RPO is that it completely messes up cover zero blitzes, so it's a very good thing to go to when you're struggling against a cover zero blitz. The reason being is because the auto motion by the running back kind of messes up the man assignments. So you're gonna see here that the defense is in a cover zero blitz, and when the auto motion, so when I snap the ball, and I have two controllers here, so just patient real quick. So when I snap the ball, you're gonna see that the running back is wide open on the outsides, and that just gives you some free room to get easy yards and make people miss. The next play we're gonna go over is motion double pass, and this play is pretty glitchy. So one thing to know about this play is that it works really well if you have a running back that has a higher throwing power rating, but it could still work even if you don't have a high throwing power rating with your running back. So if the defense is in any type of zone, it will completely glitch out the zones. So what you're gonna see when I snap the ball, the quarterback will auto throw it to the running back, and you wanna throw it on the run, and you're gonna see it gives you a really good pass to the receiver, and that could give you some easy one-play touchdowns. So I'm gonna show you this one more time here, because I just want you to remember that when you auto throw this ball, you wanna throw it when you're on the run. Because when you're not on the run, it doesn't give you a very accurate pass. That's kind of contradictory, but it's whatever. The other thing I want you to know too, that if your opponent is in man defense, this won't work as well because the man defenders stay with the streak. So the other thing you can do if the defense is in a surprise man defense is just to run the ball with the running back. So I'll show you that right here. So let's say they're just in cover one. Let's go to the motion double pass. So if they're in a cover one or any type of man defense, you're gonna see that that player runs with the streak still. And sometimes you're still able to run the ball with the running back right there. They played really good. So you just wanna be weary of what the defense is in. If they are playing zone a lot, you can hit them for a one-play touchdown with this double pass trick play. The next play we're gonna go over is motion spot. And the adjustments for the first setup is to put the outside receiver on the right side on a streak, and then custom stem the corner route all the way down to the line of scrimmage. You can do this by pressing Y and then pressing the receiver icon, which is A, and then hold LB to custom stem and then move the left stick all the way down. The next adjustment is to put the running back on the right side on a streak, and then you're gonna put the solo receiver on the left side on a drag. This setup beats any zone defense and can also beat man defense because we have two man beaters, which are the corner route and the drag. So your reads in every pass play we have are going to be from low to high. So your first read is going to be the running back swing route. So when I snap the ball, if there's no flat on the field, just give it to your running back and you can pick up some easy yards and try to make some people miss. Your second read in this play is the running back streak, and sometimes the user actually goes to attack the running back, and that leaves the running back streak wide open and kind of just attacks the user and makes it very hard for the user to know what to guard. Your third read in this play is the corner route, and against any zone defense, that corner will get over flats and under deep zones. So when I snap the ball, what you're gonna see here is that you have this window to throw to the corner on the sidelines with a really good pass lead down and away towards the sidelines. And finally, your last read is going to be the drag route, and this drag can get open underneath the linebackers and is actually really hard to guard because you have so many things happening on the right side, and you can kind of just hit that underneath in the open window. And I'm going to show you this again because this is also a really good man beater. So if your opponent starts to run man defense, it's going to be very hard to guard all of these routes. So when I snap the ball, you're going to see the drag creates a lot of separation, and you can get some easy yards down the middle of the field. So for the second setup out of motion spot, we're going to streak the outside receiver again like we did before. We're going to custom stem the corner route all the way down to the sidelines, and then we're going to put an in route on the right side running back, and then we're going to put an in route on the solo receiver and custom stem him to about 10 to 15 yards. This play right here, again, is a man and zone beater. And again, at the snap, you are going to read the running back flat. And if there's no flat on the field, you're going to give it to the running back every single time. So here we see there's no flat. We give it to the running back and pick up some easy free yards. Your second read in this will be the corner route. And when I snap the ball here, you're going to see the corner route again gets open in a window on the sidelines for very easy yards. Just be sure to pass lead that down if there's a deep safety. So when I go to the replay, you're going to see that this streak pulls the deep safety up, leaving tons of room on the sidelines, and you just want to be sure again to pass lead the ball down, because if you pass lead the ball up, you're going to give the safety a chance to make a play on the ball. So again, pass lead this down and you'll get an easy possession catch on the sidelines. The next read is the in route by the solo receiver, and a lot of the times the user will want to guard the corner route, so that will leave the middle of the field wide open. So what you're going to see here, just like this, the in route is wide open on the sidelines. And again, even if the user does stay in the middle of the field, that's when you'll have the corner route and sometimes even the running back swing pass. And if everything is guarded here, you have the running back in route as a check down option. So if he actually gets off the line, you have him for an easy check down, and that was a red throw for some reason. But again, you have him as a check down option if nothing else is open. So for the third and last setup out of motion spot, what you're going to do is put the solo receiver on a streak. Then you're going to put the running back on the right side on an in route. And then you're going to put the slot receiver on a deep cross, just like you see here. You can also put a post on him if you want, but I like the deep crosses better because I think they beat man a little bit better. And then that is the adjustments. So again, your first read here is the running back swing pass. And just like any other play, if there's no flat, hit the running back swing pass for some easy yards and try to make some people miss. Now your second read is the spot route by the outside receiver or the B receiver. This is a very cool route because it gets into a soft spot in the zone. So you're going to see you can hit them right here for some easy yards against pretty much any zone. And when I go to the instant replay, one of the reasons as to why that spot route is also really open is because the swing pass makes the flat defender go towards the sidelines, or pulls the flat defender towards the sidelines, which opens up the middle of the field a little bit more, leaving the spot route wide open in the middle of the field for 5 to 6 yards. Your third read is the deep crossing route, and this route versus zone will get open deep on the sidelines, just like you see right here. And if we have a good throw, let's just do that again. I don't know, that was a blue pass too. So let me set up the adjustments real quick. So again, against any zone defense, this deep crosser will get open deep on the sidelines. Again, you want to pass lead the ball down and away, just like this, on the sidelines, and probably possession catch that so you don't give the defender a chance to disrupt the pass. Now your last read is the running back in route, and let's just say the deep crosser is guarded. Well, that just gives us the running back in route wide open room to pass it to him. And honestly, it's just a very good check down route and could also beat man coverage. The next play we're going to go over is motion Y cross. The adjustments for the first setup is to put the running back on the right side on a wheel, and then put the outside receiver on the right side on a drag. And that's the only adjustments you have to make for this setup. And just like every play, your first read is the running back swing pass. If there's no flat, give it to the flat, make people miss, try to get some easy yards. Your second read is the drag route, and this route can beat man coverage and can get underneath the linebackers in a zone, just like you see right here, for some free yards. Your third read is the wheel route, and this wheel route can cook man coverage over the top, but against zone, you'll see that there's an open pocket that you can pass lead the ball down to, just like you see right here for a possession catch, and that's a very deadly route and very hard to stop. So when I go to the instant replay, you're gonna see that sometimes the user will attack the drag route, and that will leave the wheel route wide open, but you don't want to wait too long to pass it to him, because if you wait a little bit longer, he's going to run into this zone defender right here. So again, there's just this little window that you want to throw it to and pass lead it down and possession catch it to throw the ball away from the defender. Now, the other great thing about the wheel route is that if the defense is in a cover 1 defense, that means that this wheel route should cook his defender, just like you see right here, for some easy yards and potential 1-play touchdowns. Now, your last read is the crosser by the slot receiver, and this route again could cook man coverage and get open against cover 3 hard flat, cover 4 hard flat, just like you see right here. Now, one thing I want you to know is that if you want a deeper crosser, you can just put a deep crosser on him and he'll get open on the deep sidelines. And you might want to do that if you don't think that the defense will have flats, because if you run that shallow or that more shallow crosser, the curl flat can actually guard that shallow crosser. So if you want the deep crosser, just put the deep crosser on him and it will make the play even better. For the second setup out of Mtn Y Cross, what you're going to do is put the outside receiver on a streak, and then you're going to put the running back on the right side on a corner route. And that's the only adjustments you have to make. Now, your first read here again is the running back swing pass, but you really want to read the high-low concept between the swing pass and the running back corner route. So what I mean by this is that you want to read this defender right here. If he drops down towards the swing pass, you'll have the corner route wide open. So when I press the hike button, you're going to read that defender, and if he goes towards the swing pass, you're going to have the running back wide open on the sidelines. Now, the cool thing about this is that the user might guard the corner route. And if that happens, that means that you'll have the crossing route wide open in the middle of the field. So we're going to hike the ball. And if the user runs after the corner, you have the crossing route in the middle of the field. So you're really making the user work in this offense. For the last setup out of Mtn Y Cross, what you're going to do is put the outside receiver on a speed out and custom stem him about 10 to 15 yards up the field. And then you're just going to put the running back on the right side on an in route. And like always, your first read is always the running back swing route, and if there's no flat, give it to the running back to pick up some easy free yards. Your second read in this play is the speed out, and this speed out is a very deadly route because it beats man and zone. The key to throwing these speed outs is to throw it down and away as he's breaking towards the sidelines. So when I hike the ball, I'm going to wait until he breaks towards the outside right there and pass the ball down and away and come back to the ball to prevent the defender from making any disruptions. So when I go to the instant replay, again, this is really important. You want to throw this right around here when he's breaking towards the outside. And then you want to click onto the receiver and come back to the ball for either an aggressive catch or a possession catch on the sidelines. Your third read in this play is the crossing route, and we've gone over this route before. It's a very good route against man or zone, and you're going to see here against cover 3 hard flat, cover 2 hard flat, cover 4 hard flat, this crosser will get wide open on the sidelines for potential huge gains. And of course, we have the in route by the running back as your last read, so if nothing is open, you can hit that in route for a quick couple of yards and try to make some people miss. So for the next 2 plays we're going to go over, you can actually run any pass play with that running back motion in the formation. So the adjustments for this play is to put a speed out on the outside receiver and custom stem him all the way down, then put the slot receiver on a deep crosser or a post that's custom stemmed all the way down like you see here. And then you're going to block both of the running backs, and you're going to put the running back that was on the auto motion swing, you're going to motion him down towards the 2 wide receiver side and put him on a zig route. Now, your first read in this play is the speed out by the outside receiver. And if the defense does not have a hard flat that can reach the sidelines quickly, you're going to see you can hit this route wide open on the sidelines every time for 4 to 5 yards. Now, let's say that you've hit that speed out multiple times on the sidelines. Well, your opponent might move a flat defender out towards the sidelines to guard that speed out. Well, that's actually really good for us because our second read is the zig route, and that will create a ton of space for the zig. So you're going to see here, there's going to be an open window for the zig to hit right in that window. Now, the other cool thing about this zig is that it can destroy man defense, such as cover 2, cover 1, really any man defense that you face. So you're going to see at the snap, This zig will create a ton of separation, and if you can take it upfield, it could go for huge gains. Now your last read here is the post route, or again, if you want to put the deep crosser on him, that's fine too. The deep crosser or the post is just fine, but that will be your third read. And against man defense, what you're going to see, or against zone defense, you're going to see that it gets wide open on the sidelines, just like you see right there. And against man defense, this crosser will burn the defender, just pass lead him in stride for easy gains down the field. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that you can also put the running back on an in route if you want, or you could just block him for extra protection. So for the second setup where you can run any pass play in this formation, what you're gonna do is streak the outside receiver, then you're gonna drag the slot receiver, you're going to block both of the running backs, then you're going to motion the running back that wasn't on the auto motion down to the 2 wide receiver set side, and he'll become a tight end. And then you're going to put a trail route on the tight end, or the running back that now became a tight end. Then you're gonna put the running back in the backfield on a wheel route, and then you're going to put the solo receiver on a deep crosser, just like you see right here. On the screen, this is what the play should look like. Now for this play, your first read is the drag, and the drag will get open underneath, just like you see right here against zone, and can create separation versus man. Now your second read is the tight end trail route, and this route can also beat man coverage and can get open in the middle of the field against zone. So when I snap the ball, you're going to see if you read the middle of the field, we have the trail route wide open for a possession catch. So the next read is the wheel route quick. You can hit this wheel route out of the backfield, but what you want to do is make sure that there's no flat defender. So when I snap the ball, if there's no flat, we're just going to hit the wheel route super quick, try to make some people miss, and you can get an easy 5 yards. And again, wheel routes are very good against man defense, so if there's no deep safety over the top, it will burn that man defender for an easy one-play touchdown or just big plays down the field. Now your last read is the deep crosser by the solo receiver. Now the key to this route is to pass lead the ball down and away from the deep zones, just like you see right here. Now I'm going to go to the instant replay, and now against cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, and even man defense, you're going to kind of want to do the same exact thing. So here we see that there's a deep safety in the middle of the field. If we pass lead that ball down and away like we did, all you're going to do is click onto the receiver, come back to the ball, and aggressive catch it for an easy gain down the middle of the field. So now we're going to go over a cover 2 one-play touchdown, and you can run this play out of any pass play in the formation. The adjustments are to put a corner route, which is a C route, on the outside receiver, then you're going to streak the slot receiver, then you're going to put an in route on the right side running back, and then you're going to in route the solo receiver on the left side and a custom stem him up around 10 to 15 yards. And when I snap the ball, you're going to see against a cover 2 that the corner route by the outside receiver will get wide open on the sidelines for a huge bomb. And again, if you can actually pass lead this a little bit more up the field, this could go for a one-play touchdown. So I'm going to show you this one more time against a cover 2. We're going to do the adjustments right here, and we're going to put the defense in a cover 2. So here we go. I'm going to snap the ball, and the streak is going to pull the deep safety towards the middle of the field. We're going to pass lead this here, and we're going to rack catch it and try to go for a one-play touchdown. And again, even though it wasn't a one-play touchdown, you can see it is a cover 2 bomb. Next, we're going to go over a play that bombs cover 3 and 4, and you can run this play out of any pass play in the formation. For the adjustments, you're going to block both of your running backs, and then you're going to motion the running back that was on the auto motion swing, and then motion him down towards the 2 wide receiver set. Then you're going to put that running back on a corner route and custom stem him 4 times up the field, just like this. Then you're going to put the slot receiver on a streak and the outside receiver on a comeback, and then you can put the solo receiver on the left side on a drag. Now the key to this is to try to buy time in the pocket, and that is why we're blocking or keeping the blocking assignment on the running back in the backfield. Now in the play, when I do snap the ball, you're going to see that the comeback route is going to pull any of the deep outside zones down, and the slot receiver on the streak will pull the inside quarter in a cover 4 or the inside third in a cover 3 up the field away from the corner. And that will create the corner route to get wide open over the top of the defense. So we're going to see if we can throw that over the top of the defense just like that. And again, not a one-play touchdown. We had to throw it on the run, but still a cover 3 or cover 4 bomb. So when we go to the instant replay, you're going to see what I said exactly happened. So the comeback is going to pull the deep outside zone down. The streak is going to pull the inside deep zones up the field, leaving this corner route wide open over the top of a cover 3 or cover 4 zone for a huge play down the field. Now the last play I want to go over is this simple inside zone play. It's called Motion Inside Zone, and I like it because it looks exactly like the other plays, so your opponent will really never know what you're running. And it's just very simple. You're going to snap the ball, it's going to look like every other play, but it's just an inside zone. Read your blocks and try to get as many yards as possible. Now that is the video for this offense. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next video.